What up, everybody, and welcome to the final episode of this year's Tiny Desk Contest Top Shelf. I'm Bobby Carter, series producer and host of the Tiny Desk. The Tiny Desk Contest is NPR Music's annual search for the next great undiscovered artists. Now, before we reveal the winner, which will be very soon, we get together with other contest judges to discuss some of our favorite entries. Now, this year, we want to hear from you. At the end of this episode, you'll be able to vote on your favorite entry from all the ones featured on Top Shelf this year. Now, we will share the voting form in the live chat and in the comments very soon, so be on the lookout. Today, I'm here with host of KCRW's Morning Becomes Eclectic, contest judge, and DJ. Beast of a DJ, Novena Carmel. Welcome to the Tiny Desk Contest Top Shelf. What's happening?
Bobby! You also killing DJ, I have to say. So good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Listen, there's nothing like having DJs judge a contest because, we got a different insight. You know what I mean? So right. I wanted to ask you, judging this contest, for me as a DJ, there's nothing like landing on something that you've never, ever heard before. And you kind of want to keep it to yourself for a while. But the aspect of discovery in this contest, tell us how you feel about judging and the aspect of discovery and discovering so much during this process.
Let me tell you, Bobby, I did not expect the range of submissions that there were. There was styles of music I didn't even know existed, which is so exciting. Yeah. And I was excited when y'all invited me to do this. And then while I was doing it, I was watching videos and oh my God, I'm so thankful I'm doing this. This is even more fun than I imagined. But it made it really challenging because there was so much range. It's it is like the old saying, comparing apples and oranges. It's
100%.
Yeah, but it was also so heartening because we are around so much music that it's surely we've seen everything, but to see that there's still fresh views of the world and ways at approaching music makes me feel like it's infinitely possible of what can be created. So it was really exciting in that way too.
It gives you hope. Sometimes, I can be sort of hard on what's going on in the current scope of music, but stuff like this, the contest, it just reminds you that, so many perspectives, so many ways of saying the same thing we've heard in a new way in this contest. So I'm glad you're a part of this because I know you put me up onto so much greatness. So I'm just glad you're a part of this. We got a lot of videos to get to, so let's get right to it.
Okay.
Where are we going first?
All right. So can I give you a little bit of a backstory here?
Absolutely.
Before we get it. Okay. So it's about February 2020 and I'm in New Orleans for a friend's wedding and I go to the wedding solo. So I'm exploring New Orleans solo, one of my favorite cities in the world. And I hear music coming out of a bar and I'm like, what is this? This sounds good. So I just go in there, walk in random side street. And I'm like, yo, this band is killing. And I sit down, find a seat, and I'm like, okay, this is the New Orleans experience that I would dream of having. But it's not always easy to just curate the perfect experience for yourself. But I don't know, there was something, I was in the flow and the music was so good that I was like, I need to buy this CD. I think I was looking online to see if I could find them. They didn't have music online. So I was like, I got to buy the CD. I bring it back home to LA. I play it on my radio show. People are loving it. And then I kind of forgot about it. And then I was reminded of Salvatore through this submission right here, Sally Baby's Silver Dollars. At the time, the artist was solo going by their name Salvatore Geloso or Geloso. I'm not exactly sure how to say it. But now all that experience came back to me. Wow. And we're back with the same artist, Sally Baby's Silver Dollars.
The Circle. Let's check it out.
I got no more tears left to cry. Ain't nobody's fool but my own. And I can't be a clown no more and wonder why. Oh, I got no more tears left to cry. Or you left me hanging on by that golden thread. through fire, lost in the labyrinth of your head. Got no more tears left to cry. Ain't nobody's fool but my own. And I can't be a clown no more and wonder why. Oh, I got no more tears left to cry. Oh, Minotaur waits behind this open door. Shadows cast like graveyard bones against these empty walls. Cats claw creeps on delicate paws when three legs wrap round a hollow lie. Got no more tears left to cry. Ain't nobody's fool but my own.
Sally Baby, Silver Dollars. I've got no more tears left to cry. In parentheses, ain't nobody's fool but my own.
Listen, who cannot attest to that if you're going through something once it passed? That is
Right.
to the way you set that up, and watching it, it's just like that's got to be a moment that you'll never ever forget. Walking towards that sound and seeing and hearing that.
Oh my God. What a voice, right? First of all, Sally Baby.
Yeah.
That's why they call him Sally Baby. It's like, Sally Baby, the voice.
Sally Baby. Yes, yes.
The voice,
You
Sally
can't
Baby.
all of what I heard, you can't teach any of that. It's just in you. That is just soul and pain and just life. Wow, wow, wow.
And I love
Shout out
how
to the
charming
NO.
the video is too. They're just out there in the street, and I feel like it captures the essence of New Orleans, where anywhere you go, there could be music playing, and
That's right.
there's not like a bunch of angles or whatever, but they're just there playing their music. It feels real, and it feels good, Bobby.
That is about as authentic as you can get. Sally Baby, Silver Dollars. Woof. That gave me the chills.
You right?
Oh boy.
So good.
Okay. So I'm gonna squeeze in a couple of my own picks.
Ooh,
this
okay.
go around. And I got one. Let's
Okay.
go to Detroit and check out Charity, and the song is called Cruel.
I was just there, right? Yesterday, naked in your bed. Well, at least I remember it that way. You held on to me tight. I started planning our life. I was safe from danger. Now you're merely a stranger. Hide your heart inside my body. Tear me apart, then hide the body. No evidence of what we shared. No trace of you anywhere. How could you be so cruel to me? How could you be so cruel to me? So cruel to me. How could you be so cruel to me? How could you be so cruel to me? So cruel to me. You displayed affection publicly, even held me while we sleep. And the way that you'd make love to me swept me fully off my feet. It's so flagrant. It's outrageous how you decorate a space, then leave it vacant. Lay your heart and hands on me, make me doubt my sanity. Are you something I imagine? 'Cause you laugh like nothing happened. How could you be so cruel to me? How could you be so cruel to me?
Nice pick.
Yes. I like that. I like that a lot. That feels like Detroit. Detroit, what up though? They got extra points, or they cheated with the Songs in the Key of Life album cover.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's like pulling at our heartstrings. No, I'm just kidding. But the aesthetic is lovely. It's a song about being ghosted, and plenty of people know about that. But her voice, she has like a rich texture. And when she went up there to go for it, it was raspy, and I can just feel that the girl's been hurt, and she's singing about it. I love that pick. She also entered with just 9 minutes to spare. We usually get most of our entries like the last day of the contest. Okay. And Charity says she entered the contest with 9 minutes to spare, and I'm glad she did, because that's an amazing performance. Shout out to Charity.
Wow, so catchy too. How can you
simple
be
melody,
so cruel to me? It's so good, right?
Yes, that's what got me. Simple melody, but catchy. You keep playing it in your head.
Nice pick. I like that one a lot.
Word up. Let's keep it going though.
All right.
You're next. What we got?
Ooh, okay. Now, when I was talking about earlier, like the range of styles and like styles that I didn't even know existed. So I didn't imagine when I was looking at the submissions that I would come across indigenous, like spoken word punk music.
Yes.
But indeed, it is delivered to us from the group Dead Pioneers. Their song is Bad Indian. I opened up the video and I was like, good Lord, what is this? And then pretty soon I was hooked in just from like, well, you'll see, but the lyrics, yeah.
Let's check it out.
The energy.
Let's check it out. Let's get it. All right.
My cheekbones aren't high enough. My last name isn't a sentence. And I don't have enough beadwork or turquoise. And I don't speak good pidgin English. Certainly not as good as Johnny Depp did in that movie that one time. And I don't care if you connect with Indian spiritualism. I could care less if you get a sweat lodge with your Caucasian spirit guide who knew a native person once. And sure, millions of Indians died, but tell me about your feelings and cry your white tears. I'm gonna be over here being a bad Indian. A woman once asked me my Indian name, and I said, it's Greg. And she was so disappointed, she was like, no, it has to be Red Eagle or Two Rivers or Gray Skull. I said, yes. Wait, no, is that true? No, I said, without her realizing my brief but generationally relevant He-Man joke, the kind of joke that would tell her that while Indian, I'm also having an American experience too. And I finally said to her, how about Walking Eagle? And she said, yes, but is that true? I said, yes, it's totally true. And I never had the heart to tell her that the only time an eagle walks is when it's too full of shit to fly. And I'm a bad Indian.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's
Greg.
what I'm talking about. When we watch these, people ask me all the time, what are you looking for in an entry? I'm looking to feel something. And like that what made me think, it made me angry, and then it made me laugh. It was just all the things, that video. Unbelievable.
Yes, the range of emotions. And I mean, I look at the little bit of a backstory too is that apparently Greg was a spoken word poet or a poet, and he was looking to perform his poems with the band. And so then he was like, let me get a band. So then he got the band together, and I think it just took it like to the next level. I loved it because it was like he was telling a story too, and I'm like, where is this story about to go next? And you laugh in the beginning, but you're also, like you said, you're feeling the pain, where like the jokes come from the pain of the experience that he's lived through and so many people have lived through. And I mean, even whether you're, indigenous or like from a specific culture where people are always trying to like put their ideas of what you should be onto you. A lot of us have experienced that. And I just think, you know, he comes from such a unique perspective. And I also love the band title paired with the name of the song was interesting because it's Dead Pioneers. And even with the title alone, it's like bad meaning bad or bad meaning good.
Bad meaning good. I mean? That's right. That's right.
So
that
so
is
unique.
great.
That was definitely one of the most unique ones in my perspective.
Wow. I'm just thinking like to have a band like that behind the desk watching the NPR staff, like to see their faces, see something like this, I would pay good money for it.
Right. And I'm curious about like what other songs they have, you know, what is the content?
Yeah. Nah, for sure. For sure. Novena, you're killing it.
Hey, you too, buddy.
You're killing it, but also like, again, I said it before, I'll say it again. 2024 has been our best year when it comes to the entries. Just the variety, the quality all around. Like this decision is going to be so tough because everybody just brought it this year.
What do you think it is about this year, Bobby?
It's a testament to the Tiny Desk Contest team here, just getting the word out. Awareness. I think it's just a lot of things, just growth. Where Tiny Desk is right now in culture, I think has a lot to do with it as well. So there's a lot of factors, and I'm happy about it. I'm upset that we have to get into a room and like hash this out, and there's going to be a band that I love that may not win, but like I'm just happy that people are really hearing the call and making it happen. So this is a lot of fun. But I'm gonna keep it going. Let's go to Brooklyn right now.
Okay.
And this song is by Evangelina, and the song is called "Breathing."
Tell me why she's running away when she's the one asking me to stay. It's the love and hate we all face. It's quiet nights in bed is a dangerous place. Leaves me with ghosts in my head and they fill the space. So I'll keep breathing. Cause my heart, she's knocking, 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 knocking.
Right? In my old age, I'm all about vibes and something that's like keeping me grounded and like, and I'm a sucker for a harmony that's just rich, and I am a sucker for soul. You know what I mean? What I didn't know, and what really caught me about this, was Evangelina playing the banjo.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, I didn't expect that, but I'm like, tell me more. You know what I mean? I thought that was really smooth. I think I love her voice. Wow. And they did this. The song is obviously about anxiety, and how she said she wrote it after having an anxiety attack and breathing. Yeah, we all know. Just take a deep breath, and the power of breathing is completely underestimated. So I love that entry. That was Evangelina.
Yeah, definitely. A little bit of like Sade feel to it, like as far as that like grounding essence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Nice.
But let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving because we got a lot of heat. I'm looking at what's next.
All right.
Oof.
Let's keep it going with the heat. I was gonna say let's get into the heat, but we already in the heat. So let's get a little bit I guess you could say haunting here. this next selection that I really was captured by is from Bandits on the Run. The song is called You Are Not a Ghost. And the person who's singing lead on this, her name is Regina Strayhorn. And just from, well, do we talk before or after about it?
Let's check it out first. And
Let's
then
check it out.
Because I got
don't
some
want to
things
give
to say
anything
too.
away. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Isaac in the 40s was thrown into a pond, cement tied to his feet. I feel him in my hands. He asked me to be free, to stop the spinning wheel, be big enough to feel, oh, be big enough to feel that you are not a ghost. And there is no machine to get a broader view. You are not a ghost. Your blood and poetry, is that enough for you? Is that enough for you? Is that enough for me? Is that enough for you? Let it know it's
You are not a ghost.
You are not a ghost. You are not a. You are not a ghost. You are not a ghost.
You are not a ghost.
You are not a ghost. You are not a. You are not a ghost. You are not a ghost.
Regina, are you looking at me? Looking right into my soul. Right?
I'm like, I'm not a ghost.
Right?
We were talking before we started, and we connected on the same thing. The way she was staring in our soul, I was like, haunting. That song haunted me. Haunted. Me. That was so powerful.
True to its name, yes. And when you watch it from the very beginning, sitting down at a desk is her father, Lee Strayhorn, doing a poem, which that got me from the very beginning. And then you learn more about the song, and it is about her great-grandfather, Isaac Strayhorn, who was an outspoken black man and lynched in the South in eastern North Carolina. He was known as the town poet, and he's just kind of like whispering throughout this track. And then when you see that her father is the poet at the beginning, and then she's staring at you, and it's just like, oh my God. I'm like, does the ghost of Isaac live in me? It's like
Quite possibly.
Yeah, and then her like bandmates on the side kind of seeming like they're reanimated figures with like weird whimsical Tim Burton vibes going on. I was really into that one. And can I say I'm not a weepy person. I don't cry easily. That song, I was in a puddle of tears. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I
out
was
of
sobbing.
all the entries, I'm 100%. That one pulled the most emotion out of me out of every other entry, like by far. I had to like put it down for a minute.
Yeah, me too. I took a photo. I'm gonna send you the photo because I was like, we're gonna talk about this song and I need photo as proof. And at the very end, it went over, like I totally went over the waterfall of tears because she stopped singing and the staring thing. She's just staring at the camera for like a good 30 seconds. No, not staring at the camera, staring into my soul.
Directly into your soul.
Yeah.
Right? Listen, shout out. This is a testament to persistence because this is their 10th time entering the contest.
My God.
And and they were sort of arranged differently in different videos. Some other people sang lead on some, but whoa, that was remarkable. My goodness.
Just thinking about it, my heart is like, okay.
Yeah. Make sure you watch the rest of that video.
I'm gonna
for a treat.
do some prayers after this to make sure I'm not haunted tonight.
Pray for all of us. If you're just joining us, you are tuned into the Tiny Desk Contest Top Shelf. I'm with Novena Carmel, and we're sharing some of our favorites, some of her favorites. Get active in the chat. Let us know what you're feeling. Please, let us know, because after this episode, you will be able to vote for your favorite. We will have a fan favorite this year, so go back, watch this episode again, watch the previous Top Shelves, and vote on your favorite. Like you can get involved.
That's so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Too much heat to just rely on just us, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I'm so curious. I want to know what the fan favorite's going to be. That's exciting.
I'm excited to see that. We have
everything's so exciting, Bobby. Okay.
It's just too much. I'm overwhelmed. Let's keep it moving though. I have one. Okay. This is Kela Miles and the Moose Knuckles. How's that for a title? And the song is called Sweet 21. Let's check it out.
Told you not to fuck with me, you see. Now your ass is stuck with me, you see. But I'm a peacemaker like Ali, you see. Peacemaker more like cutlery, you see. Okay, you thought it was it, okay, you thought it was over, yeah, your open casket will be my only closure, cause your minutes is limited and they ain't rolling over. Okay, you thought it was it, okay, you thought it was over, yeah, your open casket will be my only closure, cause your minutes is limited and they ain't rolling over. Beware, you've been warned, beware. One day, darling, beware. You've been warned, beware. 'Cause one day, darling. 'Cause one day, darling. 'Cause one day, darling. Beware. 'Cause one day, darling.
Beware. This is the theme of this top shelf is power. Powerful vocals, powerful messages. Wow, the song's called Sweet 21. They're from Hartford, Connecticut. And it's a song about surviving. The opening line, I told you not to, like, woo. That got my attention. And once she started going into like a patois and she's rhyming and going to the scenes, like so much versatility. She says, our musical journey is not just about creating melodies and harmonies. It's about telling stories that matter. It's about creating a deeply moving musical experience that echoes the courage and resilience of survivors worldwide. That's about taking your message and taking music and actually saying something with it. I applaud her for that. That's a long video, so be sure it goes into a whole nother movement. So be sure that you watch that whole video, because that one gave me the chills as well.
She was giving me like warrior energy, and when she was doing this, it was like she had a bow and arrow, and she was like shooting her words like that, right? Like
she said she was like peacemaker, more like cutlery. I'm like, woo. Okay, that's where we going. I like that. Kela Miles and the Moose Knuckles. You're up next, Novena. What you got?
Okay, so next up we've got out of Boston, Rea House and Tattoos.
The tiles in the kitchen, the scratches on the floor, the stain on the countertop from the night the wine glass broke. from the picture frames and from a clock that was always a few minutes late. Stepped into the pavement before it was dry, and now our footprints will always find. Even if we choose to leave this all behind, there'll always be the strings that tie to you. This house is covered in tattoos, the strings that tie to you, to you. The candle by the window, no, the chip paint from the door, the box of sea glass that we collected from the shore. Every piece made this house a home. Even when you're gone, I'll never feel alone. Stepped into the pavement before it was dry, and now our footprints will always find. Even if we choose to leave this all behind, there'll always be the strings that tie to you. This house is covered in tattoos, the strings that tie to you, to you.
Yeah, that's nice. Her voice is
Very
awesome.
nice.
She
Yes.
just sounds like she was meant to sing. It just kind of like flows through her. I like this. I like that song a lot. Just like as a song, I was like, I like this song. It kind of reminded me of like Hiatus Coyote, like indie soul vibes,
go.
right?
100%.
Yeah, which is
100%.
just like a good feeling. It feels very right now, but also timeless.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not easy to play guitar and sing at the same time. Which I
Guitar
super
at the
dig.
same time in a dorm room. It's just
Dorm
like,
room. It brought me right back to college. It just felt like authentic. Yeah, I just like that song a lot. So I was like, I like this, and I love her voice.
yeah, it's very catchy. I love when people, when the contestants get experimental. You know, they just let's see if we can squeeze in this dorm room and make it happen. Listen, don't sleep on Boston talent. Like, people still sleep on like the level of talent in Boston, Massachusetts. But I've been there a few times. I'm there. I frequent Boston a lot, and there's so much diversity when it comes to like the talent out there. Risha is her first name, I believe, on vocals. Yeah, that was very, very strong. I love that song.
They
House
just
and
sound good.
Tattoos.
Yes, House and
Hell yeah.
Tattoos. All right, what else do we got, Bobby?
You know, there's no Tiny Desk contest without Nashville, Tennessee.
Ooh.
And we're going to go there now with Katie Jacobs, and the song is called Rapunzel.
Is a woman golden like a sunset, and when her hair is flowing, do you lose your mind? Do you love the thrill of climbing towers? Is your woman perfectly imagined, and every girl you're passing can't reach her height?
'Cause I'm not the princess dressed in flowers.
Okay, young Katie with the soul going for it. I love that. Rapunzel. She said it's a song about tomboys. You know, I think about like what we see on social media nowadays, and to be a young person like in that world, like it's almost hard not to compete sometimes, because what you see on social media is like the best, but it's not really reality most of the time.
Right.
And so to get like a young 23-year-old woman's perspective on like, you know, she says like, is my heart your broken ladder? Just like, it's very refreshing to get a perspective like that as a 40-some-year-old man, and just seeing what young people are going through sometimes. And when I was watching that video, they're outside. Katie has on short sleeves, but one background singer has on a Scully and mittens. Another one has on just a flannel. So Katie, what was the temperature in this video? Because I'm thrown off. But I love the song Rapunzel. That's an amazing song. Shout out Nashville.
Katie's fired up. You know, her emotions are flowing. It keeps the body warm.
Probably like 30 degrees. You're just warm.
Also, like when you harmonize with other people, what an experience on the body too. Like their harmonies were so good.
So
I
sweet.
I also love how like we went from the quintessential like Boston dorm room to the woods of Nashville, which also feels perfect for Nashville, Tennessee too. I have been there and I was like, those look like some Nashville woods.
That's right. It's the variety. It's what we were talking about earlier. Like we're getting a little bit of everything. People cooped up in a dorm, and then let's just go outside, and they nailed the sound. You don't hear anything. Like shout out to everybody who put that one together. Katie Jacobs, Rapunzel.
Yes.
But you are up next, Novena.
All right. So from the dorm room to the woods to a market we go. A very colorful market. This is the artist. Her name is Katia. And the song is Taza de Cafe. And she's from Miami, Florida. And I saw this one and I was like, she's a star.
Yes. I thought
Let's
the
check it
same
out.
thing. Let's take a peek at it.
Como taza de café me levantas el ánimo y por ti mi corazón palpita rápido. Ese tum tum me acelera, y no puedo dejar de beber de esa taza de café que nos pone tan dinámico. A tu lado siempre estamos flow romántico. Le hace tum tum me acelera, estoy adicta a tu efecto. Déjame te soy sincera, yo no soy así con cualquiera. Pero la forma que te mueves me enseña que me quieres, me provoca, sé que lo notas, así que acércate un poquito más a mi boca. No soy celosa, solo picosa, me gusta el chismecito porque soy curiosa. Hey, eres el azúcar de mis mañanas, no necesitamos noches caras, pero dame un poquito de tu piel y la pasamos bien, porque como taza de café me levantas el ánimo y por ti mi corazón palpita rápido. Le hace tum tum, me acelera, y no puedo dejar de beber de esa taza de café que nos pone tan dinámico. A tu lado siempre estamos flow romántico. Le hace tum tum, me acelera, estoy adicta a tu efecto. Hey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bop. That's a
It's
bop,
a bop.
with just a guitar. Love that.
Right. Yeah. I like that you said that because I was thinking like how much they are in rhythm. Her singing is in rhythm. There's no drums. It's just an acoustic guitar, but she's clearly like she can feel it and I can feel it. Like I can hear the like doom chicka doom or whatever.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Right?
You hear it.
And I'm ready to be like at the outdoor, like daytime party, moving to that one with a little cafe maybe, because the song is actually about, it translates to cup of coffee, which is, and she says it's about meeting that special someone that makes your heart race, like a steaming cup of coffee. And I just see like a steamy summertime thing happening. And I love also she's celebrating her Salvadoran roots. Her people are from El Salvador, and she's also originally from New York City, so she's just like representing a lot of areas. I love the location; it's super cute, and yeah, it's just a good feeling. That one, Taza de Cafe.
Nah, that's feel
from
good.
Yeah.
That's feel good. That's catchy. I know there's another version that's fully produced that you can bang in the club. Yeah, that was amazing. I love that one.
Yes.
We have one more, but before we wrap things up, thank you everyone for tuning in to the Tiny Desk. This is the season finale of the Tiny Desk Contest Top Shelf. Once again, let us know what you're feeling. You will be able to vote for all of the entries. Vote for your favorite at the Top Shelf. This has been quite the experience this year. I'm so glad. When I heard that you were in the running, I was like, no, get her right in here. She's a contest judge this year. Don't even worry. We'll get everybody else. Novena is for sure, and I want to talk to Novena about her favorite. So listen, I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for your energy. I'm so grateful for your taste and taking the time out, because this is taking a while, but taking your time out to be a judge and look through all of these entries. I'm really, really grateful for your time, Novena.
I want to say thank you again, you, Bobby, the Tiny Desk team, and also just everybody who like had the nerve to enter.
Yes.
I think it's just so inspiring. You know, like we're over here as judges, but we need the music as well. We need the inspiration. And honestly, like every single submission was valuable and beautiful. And so like whoever wins or doesn't win, just putting yourself out there is what's important, and making your art. Yes, that's the victory. That's what's needed in this world. That is like the catharsis for people. Like I said, I was crying. I don't even usually cry. I was like, I needed this cry. So yeah, just so much respect for artists who put themselves out there, and everybody who's here in the chat. Thank you for contributing to the conversation as well, and just making it more fun.
Oh, wow. So we're going to close with the banger. So tell me a little about Nelly.
All right. So Nelly stood out to me in multiple ways. The first, what I really loved is in the beginning of the video, she's like, I wasn't going to do this. I don't remember exactly how she says it, but she's like, but I thought, hey, why not? Which is sort of what we were just talking about, like the spirit of just putting yourself out there, saying why not? And I feel like that's part of what Tiny Desk Contest is all about. It's not just like a slick produced video. It's being someone who knows that you have something important to say and you're just taking a chance. And so I love just the realness of the submission. It's a person last minute recording, doing what they do. And then her voice is beautiful, and let's check it out. And well, before we go, because we're going to go out on this, I also just love how she captures the essence of her neighborhood. I feel like I'm in New York City, even though it's just her in her room. You don't see any of the surroundings. I can just like hear, taste, and smell what's outside of her window, inspiring her music. So shout out to just being last minute and just giving it a go. Nelly with her track Garden out of Brooklyn, New York.
Wow. Thank you all again. Thank you, Novena, for the Tiny Desk Contest. I'm Bobby Carter with Novena Carmel. Let's check out Nelly and Garden. Peace.
I've been planning a garden on my deck, above the children, their voices project, behind the apartments, lying down 86. Oh, been planning a garden across from your kitchen sink. And I wonder if you see me. Oh, I wonder if you see me trying. I've been trying to do work from my desk, but most mornings the couch just feels like the best. Oh, and I'm lying to myself.
This is what life's been feeling like for me every day. And I wonder if you see me. Oh, I wonder if you see me trying. Ooh, I've been planning a garden on my deck, and I can see you sleeping on your couch. The house is a mess, and for